Hello, Feng.
Hi.
We are in Singapore, in the city of a lion city, and thank you so much for the interview. Perhaps we can start by, you could introduce yourself?
My name is Feng. I'm the Director of the Data Science and Artificial Intelligence Division at the Government Technology Agency of Singapore.
In France, we speak about the startup nation. In Singapore, you speak about the smart nation. And when we hear smart nation, we guess that perhaps there is a link with artificial intelligence. Can you explain us?
Yeah. So Smart Nation is Singapore's national technology initiative. So we say we're a city and we're also a nation. So there are many smart cities, but only one smart nation. And it's really a call for Singapore and Singaporean companies and Singaporean people and the government to really adopt technology in general in public services, in their daily lives. So it's really a call, and it's a top-down initiative from the Prime Minister himself to embrace technology and to use it for good. So artificial intelligence is part of it, but it's only one small part of Smart Nation. So,
as you understand, it's very important in Singapore to have product and to have policy with artificial intelligence. So perhaps we can start by the first question. What is the starting point to implement a project in artificial intelligence, to your opinion?
So I think for us, we think about artificial intelligence or AI at the essence of it is about harnessing data to make better decisions, right? So you might not start by using the most sophisticated AI algorithms, but we believe it's about data-driven policymaking. So how are we bringing all the facts and all the evidence to bear when we're making important decisions in government? And sometimes you need data visualization, sometimes you need other techniques, and sometimes you use artificial intelligence algorithms to help make that decision. When you have a lot of kind of unstructured data or it's too hard to make sense of, artificial intelligence can help the human decision makers make decisions, and that's how we see it.
So the keywords is data. And for example, could you share an example, a use case in Singapore?
So we do a lot of work with transportation. Singapore is a very dense city. About 70 or 80% of people take public transportation and the metro to work every day. So we've done a lot of work to try and optimize transportation flows, particularly on buses, for example. So in Singapore, we have cards to tap in and tap out on the transportation network, both in and out. And so we have data and information about travel journeys. Now, a lot of this is anonymized, so we can't identify individuals, but we can use it to figure out how crowded the buses are and the flows when it's empty and when it's not. And we can then use artificial intelligence algorithms to optimize where we put our capacity, where we add more buses. And when we have to make difficult decisions, for example, if we need to reduce costs, with the public transport system, we are able to make assessments as to how many people are affected. Are they going to have longer delays in their journey time? How long are these delays? Which districts are affected? Are they the kind of low-income districts or are they the more wealthy districts? So all these are very important to help in decision making and to inform these important kind of public sector decisions.
Thank you, because this example is very interesting to understand how data can help managers and cities to have objective decision, and that's why we speak about data-driven decision, thanks to artificial intelligence. And perhaps to conclude, can you, to your opinion, the key factors to have a good implementation of artificial intelligence project?
I think the starting point is first being clear what your problem statement is. What problem are you trying to address? A lot of people get excited about the fact that they're using artificial intelligence, and they forget what is the pain point you're addressing, what is the existing problem, and then is to identify what data you have, and maybe start with understanding your data, visualizing your data, and then assessing whether or not artificial intelligence is the right answer. It's not the answer to everything.
Yes, that means that, in your opinion, it's not like something magic. Sometimes we don't need to have artificial intelligence because it doesn't match with the project, with the context, with the objective.
Right. That's exactly right. And I think a lot of people think artificial intelligence will replace human beings. I think a lot of it is really trying to assist human beings, and not everything can be automated using artificial intelligence. I think a lot of the value will come from really augmenting and helping human beings make decisions. And I think that's very important, that you still keep the human being in the loop. The AI can recommend something to you, it can help you process a lot of information, but the human being still makes the decision. And the human being is a moral agent. The AI isn't a moral agent, and it's important that if the human being decides to defer the decision to the AI, that's the moral decision that the human being is making. And I think it's very important to keep that in mind. And I think in most cases for the AI to augment human decision making.
So even if the decision is automatized,
Yeah.
The responsibility of the decision is to the human.
Yes, the human being who designed the system and allowed and decided to delegate that automated decision making to the algorithm, because at the end of the day, it's mathematics.
Yeah.
And I think we get in very a lot of concerns over ethical concerns about AI, but remember, somebody still has to make that call to let the AI decide, and in some cases that's completely not appropriate.
Thank you so much for your insight. It was a very positive and very, very illustrated interview. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.